Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. We have a great fight coming up. It's Jarrett Hurd versus Julian Williams. So let's just break that fight down and give our ultimate prediction. Julian Williams has a record of 26 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, 16 knockouts, and he's been stopped once in his career. Julian Williams is in his prime. He's an orthodox fighter. He's 29 years old, stands 5'10", and has a 72.5-inch reach. The one loss in the one time he's lost and the one time he's been stopped has been against a Jermall Charlo back in 2016. So you also have to understand that, I don't expect too much from Julian Williams, but he did show good boxing skills, and he was a good prospect up until that loss. Then when you look on the other side, you see Jarrett Hurd, who's 23-0 with 16 knockouts. He's also in his prime. He's 28 years old. He's an orthodox fighter. He's 6'1" with a 76.5-inch reach. So he's going to have the height and reach advantage over a Julian Williams. He's going to be the stronger fighter. He's a pressure fighter. He's going to be coming forward all night. He's going to be looking to initiate the actions with Julian Williams, and you're going to see Julian Williams trying to slick and outbox, Jarrett Hurd. And this fight kind of reminds me of Tony Harrison versus a Jermall Charlo, except for I believe that Jarrett Hurd's a little bit more skilled than a Jermall Charlo. I think that Jarrett Hurd is a little more skilled than a Jermall Charlo, so I think this will be a lot more competitive than that fight. But I think Julian Williams may win some rounds on this fight. I think he may outbox Hurd in some rounds in this fight. But ultimately, I do believe that Julian Williams will lose and get stopped because Jarrett Hurd the pressure will eventually wear down Julian Williams. It will eventually get to him, and he will eventually stop him. I don't see this being a huge competitive fight going the distance. I think he stops him anywhere between 7 to 9 rounds. That's my prediction. I do see a victory for Jarrett Hurd. If Julian Williams can avoid getting knocked out for the entire fight, then I still see Jarrett Hurd winning on the cards. I just don't see a way that Jarrett Hurd loses this fight unless Julian Williams has advanced in his boxing abilities far beyond anything I've ever seen. But I have not seen that from Julian Williams. Since that loss to Jermall Charlo, he fought 4 other journeyman type fighters. And I just don't think any of those type fighters are the type of guys that is going to prepare you for a step up in competition, a much harder puncher, a heavy volume pressure fighter like Jarrett Hurd. I think it's just going to be too much for Julian Williams, and eventually he will get stopped. But once again, unbiased as always, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.